goes. Yeah, should be going.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What is that? Three times? Three times. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. That's six. All right. Welcome to our 19th 19th celebration of sobriety. So, those of you who don't know, my name is Heath. I work here, and work with the Ohio House, activities coordinator, facilities manager, logistics operations, just a few different hats, just stuff that is asked of me to do, and I do. This is the first one of this celebration of sobriety, the 19th. We're doing a little live stream through Facebook. So welcome everybody. Welcome everybody on the Facebook. Those of you who are here, of course, we already welcome. Okay, good. All right. So the history, I'll tell y'all, before Chadwick, we do our Monday night house meeting for Ohio House at the church. And when I was a client, I thought, maybe we could mix it up and once every 8 weeks or so give or take that time frame, we could celebrate various lengths of sobriety, whether it be 24 hours to 18 years or whatever it may be. And I wrote this out and presented it to Brandon and Ryan, and along with that, it'd be some food and some camaraderie, some music, and just getting us out of that Monday night norm of the meeting every week, and it was received really well. And then when Chadwick came along, we had so first of all, we were doing it in there, and I packed in 80 chairs in there. We were all ready to go, and it was long. So anyway, and then when Chadwick came along, we do the Ohio House, the Celebration of Sobriety on Monday, excuse me, and then on Tuesday we do the Chadwick. And I remember being 3 tables in there, not even full, but everybody had a good time. That was for the women's side. And then it came to obviously where we combined it, and here we are now. I really feel that us coming together and celebrating, whatever it is, what as far as the sobriety goes, and us getting together and being supportive of each other is very, very valuable and extremely important. So another thing, it's it's bittersweet or whatnot, because I will be stepping away from the Ohio House side of things. I'll still be at Buckeye. This will be the last one I'll be hosting for Celebration of Sobriety. So it's I don't know, it's a little weird. I got to say, honestly, it's a little weird. But it's cool because, I forgot to ask y'all. I did. Ness is already. She's ready for it. She's ready for it. Why are pirates so mean? Because they just are. Right, Maddie? Yeah. I know that one. Don't worry, I got more. Yeah. So those are the fun icebreakers that I get to share, and people can go, "What an idiot!" And I say, "Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. It's all good. I'm up here to have fun, and hopefully y'all are enjoying yourselves, and because I've heard this before, and maybe you all have, and it's better being here, thinking about being out there instead of being out there and wishing you were here, and so that's a big deal. There's our disease grows in the darkness, and there's a lot of suffering underneath the darkness. And the more we shed light to that, which is like this, coming here together and hearing some experience, strength, and hope, it sheds that light on it, and that darkness goes away slowly at a time. It takes time. I mean, it's just the way it is, and hopefully, whatever the reason is for y'all getting sober, whatever that reason is, if you do or you are thinking about going out, you remember why you started. whatever it may be, your kids, or kid, or your family, your loved ones, whatever, your dog. I don't know. I mean, whatever that is. Hold on to that. I really, I really think that's very, very important. So, so now that we got some more smiles going on, I got more jokes. I really do. I do. Ness is waiting for him. She's shaking her dome, going, "This guy, oh my gosh." Anyway, okay, so we're gonna move on to the chip portion. Okay, we're gonna be celebrating 1, 2, 3 birthdays today. Okay, so we gotta. How many, John? Holy cow, 8 years. My Dia's in the 4 year mark, and Jimbo, Stan Lee in the back over there. What is it like? I know I don't want to know your age. I'm talking about how many. I'm just kidding. 18, right? Yeah. Okay. So what is that? 30 total? 30 years right there. Not too bad. That's good. Good stuff. Okay, so we'll do the chips right now. And here's the thing. Whatever program you're working, it's all good. It doesn't matter whichever it is. Please come up and grab a chip. I'm going to go over there and get the chips, so that way our birthdays afterwards will come up and they'll share their experience, strength, and hope. But beforehand, I did. That's right. My dear, do you know what one wall said to the other wall? Anybody else? Meet you in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to get some chips out now. Here we go.
All right. Keith is going to give out the chip. So if you're getting a chip, feel free to go over there, get a chip and a hug from him. And anybody here celebrating 24 hours of sobriety or recovery? Anyone with 24 hours? 24 hours? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, thank God. You just gave me a heart attack, dude. I'm like, all right. Okay, in that case, we all have 24 hours. Okay, thank God. Okay. I know you honestly thought that, Mr. Contrarian to the max. Anybody here celebrating 30 days of sobriety? So 30 continuous day of sobriety. What do we got? Go up there, get a chip and a hug from Mr. Heath, man. Right on. Brandon. Anyone celebrating 60 days of continuous sobriety? No 2-monthers? 90 days? That's right. Yeah. Right on, Heidi. Anyone celebrating 6 months? Yeah. Right on. Oh, that's right. Shit, man.
Jacob.
Oh, we do all of them? Okay. 7 months. Right on. Yeah. Congrats. 8 months. Yeah. What's up, man? Congrats, bro. 9 months. Oh, yeah. What's up, man? 10 months. 11 months. That's right. Congratulations. All right, I'm going to, Keith, pass it back to you for the birthdays, right? Yeah. All right. Birthday shares, feel free to come up here, speak into the microphone. Much appreciated.
All right. On to the congratulations to everybody who took chips. Congratulations. Seriously. Big deal. I remember before when I was, in the first year in my my best friend, and my sponsor said the same thing. They said, because I said, when I was a newcomer, I said, do I need to get up and get a chip every day? And he said, well, are you still a newcomer? I said, okay. So that was part of the humility that he was showing me, not to be humiliated myself, but the humility of showing others that it's okay to get up there and get a chip. So thank you, everybody. With our 4-year, which we do have a chip for, Miss Midea, this is you.
Thank you. Oh, hi, I am little, so. Wow, this is a very, I just can't look at that. Hi, you guys. My dear alcoholic addict, all of the above. Wow, 4 years. I actually was looking on my Instagram and I saw a video of the first time you did this, and it was in the group room, and I was honestly, that was the most exciting experience I've ever, like, I could identify with outside of my addiction, right? Just being around women and the camaraderie of recovery. I never saw what that looked like, fellowship or anything like that. So, I think that's kind of like where the beginning of my recovery started and the fun in sobriety started for me. I don't know. I share my story all week, so I'm just kind of like, I don't want to say I'm burnt out, but it's just the same. We all started at the same place 4 years ago. I was broken. I was, living a life that I never thought I would be living. I was doing things I never thought I would be doing, and I was completely spiritually, mentally, and emotionally broken. And I went to treatment not because I wanted to get clean, but I went to treatment off of a resentment. I was trying to prove a point to somebody, and I was like, I'm leaving, and I had nowhere to go. And they were like, where are you going? And I was like, rehab, like, I don't know. And in that moment back then, I saw that as the worst time of my life, but through that grew the best life I could ever live, right? If it wasn't for that moment, I wouldn't be standing here before you guys with 4 years. I don't know what I did, specifically to get to 4 years. I know I just got plugged in. I got a sponsor. I started working steps. I started making meetings. I got a commitment. I got in the herd of the community of recovery, and I stuck with the winners. And, a day at a time, I'm looking at 4 years, in a couple of days. And I owe that all to Chadwick. I owe that all to, the program that I choose to work, which is AA, my sponsor, and my higher power. So I'm just grateful to be here with you guys. And if you don't understand anything that's going on right now, you're not supposed to. Stick around long enough and it will make sense. Jump in the back pocket of somebody who has something that you want, and you just might get what they got. Thank you for letting me share.
Happy birthday, my dear. Here's a question for. This is a serious one, actually. Who here does not have a sponsor? Everybody has a sponsor? Really? Everybody has a sponsor? Huh. Okay. Very good. Then everybody that can sponsor, I guess you don't have to raise your hand. Huh. Unless you want to. If you're sure. Get it? Raise your hand if you're sure. That's an old commercial. Anybody remembers that? Nobody does. John does. John's coming up here to take our next birthday.
Gotta fix it.
Not too much.
John, alcoholic. I remember when Heath first got here. He was a very angry individual. And I'm really surprised that he didn't kill somebody in his first 60 days here. I think he hated everybody. The transformation you've made since, phenomenal. So my sobriety birth date is 9/8/13. Just a Sunday, and I think I was drunk by 9 o'clock in the morning. I was lucky enough to meet my sponsor while I was in treatment. kept them ever since. You know, when you first get here, or at least when I first started getting sober this time around, you know, I kept looking for the differences between everybody. You know, I entered sober living at 50 years old. I think my house manager was maybe 22. Couldn't relate to anybody in my house because I was the old guy. I still am the old guy, but you know, I stopped looking for the differences and wanted to see the similarities. You know, it's not easy sitting in those seats, you know, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, because you don't know what's the future going to bring. You know, I was there. I know what it's like. You know, an important thing is always reach out to the newcomer. You don't know what they're going through. You know, your story can help their story. You know, when I was told by my sponsor to, you know, call strangers and tell them what I was doing to stay sober today, I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. You know, and he goes, well, just go up and ask guys for numbers. I said, I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I'm ready. So he used to send me phone numbers, just phone numbers. He wouldn't tell me the guy's name, nothing. You know, and then when I'd call him up later that night, I would have to tell him who I talked to and what their names were. You know, how much time did they have and how much, you know, what did I share with them? You know, and I'm like calling strangers up, you know, it's like, you know, getting a wrong number because you don't know what to talk about. You know, and again, it was, you know, stop looking for the differences and find the similarities. You know, always reach out to a newcomer. You know, I'm happy to say I have 8+ years sober. I plan on getting 9 years sober. It's not easy. You know, I hate the cliches where, you know, one day at a time and meeting makers make it. You know, but as long as you keep doing the next right thing, you know, 8, 9, 10 years, 18 years in Jim's case, it's possible. So thank you for letting me share.
Happy birthday, John. Good stuff. Wow. Sorry, folks. We got some alumni in here with a big old smile. What's up, Mike? I like it. All right. It's just always nice to see some guys come back, you know, and join us in this celebration. So good to see you, Mike. All right. So our last birthday, aka Stan Lee, with 18 years. Oh, Jim.
Yeah. I'm an alcoholic. My name is Jim. Most important thing I can share with you today is I've been sober since September 19, 2003. For that, I'm extremely grateful. Good to be here. Good to be sober. You know, congratulations to the Chip Takers and happy birthday, Medea and JD. Good. That's good. You know, that's what we need to do. We stand up here and, you know, let's give these guys some experience, strength, and hope. When I came to the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, I couldn't walk without a cane. I didn't have any teeth in my head. I hadn't worked in 13 years, been on Social Security for almost 10, been living on the streets for 10 years. And I didn't come here because somebody said I needed to go to treatment. I came here because somebody said, if you don't go to treatment, you got to go to prison. And I wasn't willing to really do treatment, but I know I wasn't willing to do prison. So, you know, I took the option that didn't suck quite so much, and that was treatment. They put me in this program called Gary House. And, you know, I was in that program for 9.5 months. When I got there, like I said, I didn't have any teeth in my head. Let me talk about solution for just a second before I go on a little bit more. But I didn't have any teeth in my head. None. Been living off soft tacos for years. And, you know, and after 6 months, Gary House would let you go do some things. Until then, you were locked down. You couldn't do nothing. And so my sponsor had been taking me to sit on a panel at Cooper Fellowship every Monday. So I've been doing this panel for a few months now. Anyway, I get down, go through all things, get to, you know, you do the imprints and all that stuff. And I get teeth back in my head and think I'll be able to eat, you know, and I'm not. It hurts. And I don't know what to do about that. I'm thinking all this, you know, pain and misery I went through, I'd smile good. Now I can, you know, open, I can smile, but I can't eat. And I was at that Monday night panel at Cooper Fellowship. And one of the guys after the panel come up to me and says, Jim, why don't you try some Polygrip? And I'm thinking polygrip, that's for old people, you know. I guess I wasn't looking at the mirror because I was an old people. So, somewhere along the line, I got some polygrip, and I squeezed it on those teeth and put it in my head. And you know what? I can eat steak, corn, peanuts. I got it. If that's saying in the solution, I have a tube of polygrip in my pocket as we speak. My solution is every single day. And that's what I do in the morning. I wake up every single day. I talk to God about what I'm going to do through the day. I go through the day, do what I need to do. And at night, I thank him for another day. And I do a real extensive gratitude list. And I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to come into treatment. I didn't want to do this, but I got a sponsor who wouldn't take any bullshit. To put it simply, he wouldn't take any bullshit. You're going to do what I'm going to suggest, or you can go do something else. And that program, every single day, somebody from that group I was with would come pick me up from that program every evening and take me to a meeting. And I didn't, first I didn't want to go, didn't want to be there. I used to talk to my sponsor. I say, how long do I got to go to these meetings? So you got to go to those meetings. So you want to go to those meetings, so you don't have to go anymore. And I don't know when that miracle happened. We talk about drinking and drugging and cross that imaginary line when we get here. Towards everything's working, it's cool. I'm having fun. Everything's going good. And before I know it, I can't wake up. I can't go to sleep without my drug of choice, whatever it happens to be. I can't function without getting loaded. And I've crossed that imaginary line into addiction, and I don't know how to get out of it. The same thing happened to me when I came into treatment. Somewhere along the line, I crossed that imaginary line into recovery, and I've been grateful, and I've stayed there ever since. The most important thing I always open up. The most important thing I got is my sobriety date. September 19th, 2003, because my sponsor told me early on, he said, you hang on to that date like your life depends on it, because it does. I'm not going to say I haven't gone through a bunch of stuff, because earlier in my sobriety, I went through a lot of stuff. But I didn't change. I never became willing to change that sobriety date. I still have that sobriety date. I still have that. Well, it's a different sponsor now. My first sponsor died. I do have a sponsor that I get a hold of on a regular basis. I got guys I sponsor. I'm committed. I do what I need to do. You guys can take these suggestions and run with them. Have a great life. Have a great life. Or you cannot. That's entirely up to you. This choice is yours. I always say, it doesn't matter what program you do, whatever you feel comfortable in. CA, NA, AA, as long as you're not standing in front of the DA, you're in the right program. It is just that simple. I've been here for over 5.5 years now, and I'm really grateful. It's a great place to work, and I know most of you guys at least know me. I'm a little crazy, but I know what I'm doing every day. I'm suiting up, showing up. I get to work. I get here early every single day without fail. And that's what I do. I work a program every single day without fail. As long as I'm willing to do that, I'm willing to have the life I have today. Everything I have learned that I live by today, I was taught. Somebody had to teach me how to do that. I've been with my girlfriend for almost 16 years now. We have never had an argument. So disagreements, we've never had an argument. Because today I would rather be happy than right. I don't need to be right. I need to be happy. And not just in that relationship, but all my other relationships too. Most of the relationships that I have today are pretty good because of what the program I try to work. The ones that aren't good, I'm not involved in that relationship. Pretty simple. I don't need bad relationships in my life, but I try to maintain good relationships throughout my life. All you guys have the same opportunities I had when I came in here. Some of you have better opportunities. You haven't been down as far, maybe down maybe as far as I got, but you don't have to be. And a bottom for anybody is that instant before you get willing to change, wherever that is on the scale. It's that instant before you get ready to change. And thank you very much. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I already did that. Thank you very much, you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, Jim. Happy birthday. It's tough to follow that. Excuse me. Well, I hope, everybody got to hear something that, resonated in a positive way, and you look for those, those similarities, maybe some of the things that can motivate, in whatever way that may be. I know I heard a lot of purpose, from our birthday shares, having that purpose of not only staying sober for themselves, but helping others. That's a big deal. I know that early on I was told that by a man I love and respect. He said, you know, have a honest sobriety date, you know, have a sponsor, and get a home group. And those three things right there definitely will keep you sober for another day, and then you do it another day. So, again, I hope everybody heard something they can resonate with in a positive way. I'll end on this one, Ness. I'll end on this one because I know she's waiting with anticipation, such anticipation for this final joke. So I as far as, you know, what has four wheels and flies? A garbage truck. Four wheels and flies. Okay. Yeah, that one. Dum. Yeah. That's funny because I own a junk removal business, so I can say that. All right. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoy your time. Let's circle up. Parm, you got anything you want to say?
Thanks. All right. Thank you. I just want to say thank you, honestly, to Heath. He's been doing this for 3 years now, and it's been a lot of really good memories and moments. A lot of people have come up here and taken birthday chips and celebrations. And I'll tell you guys this, all of you, either by choice or by force, every Saturday morning you hear me talk from my living room. My apologies for that. But every week, if you know, I say one thing. I say my talks are dedicated to the possibility of human transformation. And this is what I'm talking about. So like when my idea, John or Jim come up here and they talk, it's a transformation of where one human being was in their life to where they currently are right now. So like that's the possibility that I speak about every week. You know, it's their lives could have been completely different, but they're standing here in a different mindset, sharing their experience, strength, and hope. And that's recovery to me. You know, and my hope is that each and every single one of you guys and girls that's sitting here right now, one day you do come up here and share about your transformation from where you were to where you are right now. Because if that's not what we're doing this for, then what the heck are we doing this for? You know, what are we doing this for? It's to transform people's lives. And one thing I learned too early on the line was a practicing addict or alcoholic and a sober addict and alcoholic, they're two opposite ends of the human experience. You know, two opposite ends of the human experience. So my hope is that we all make it to the side and come share about it and celebrate it more. Heath, thank you for your service these past 3 years of doing this. It was phenomenal. And we'll continue doing this moving forward. You know, every 3 months, I believe, we'll continue this on. And again, if your birthday's due in 3 months, come up here and celebrate it with us. And that's all I got. So the rest of you, I think you want to come do the pray out thing?
Yeah, well, you know what? Actually, let's get our three birthdays up here real quick. We're gonna sing happy birthday to them, and then we're gonna pray out. So,
In front of the camera?
I know. Can they see me?
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
Jim, you gotta get in the camera.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rocky. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's circle up. Andrew, lead us out.
Love that. Oh, you can
Put it down.
Oh, you're fine.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Yes.
That's close.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna end the live stream and the broadcast.